He asked me to come over to his house and I was like, okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lauren.
And Marilyn Ford.
And today we're going to be talking to you about our love life.
This is part 4 of a 4-part series of our college experiences.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you turn on those post notifications.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
During college, I dated. I had a couple of situationships, should we call them. But my biggest situationship was like a 4-year-long kind of thing.
I definitely dated in college. Mine was kind of shortly lived. I did get pregnant at 19. I got pregnant pretty much like, I think, now I was almost 20, but basically I was 19. And yeah, I mean, obviously that resulted in me having a baby and me being in a relationship, so I would consider that dating. So my craziest dating experience while in college was this one time that I was talking to this guy who worked in the student union. All I knew was that my eyes were on him. And we ended up talking, texting, and he asked me to come over to his house, and I was like, okay. But my friend, who was also at the same college as me, had told me like, no, you know, he's probably not good, and I didn't know why. I guess I just had to find out for myself. So I went to his house. I was sitting on his couch. His roommate was super cool. When I got to his house, he like became antisocial, which was really, really weird and like very awkward too.
That is weird.
I felt like it was like odd, but me and his roommate ended up being cool. Like, he was talking, conversating. So his roommate goes to sleep and he's like, hey, let's go watch movies. So I'm like, okay, like we could watch movies, whatever. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm probably not gonna be here for long. Well, he starts trying a little something and I just had to go. So I would say like that was my craziest college experience while dating, because I just wasn't with it. Like, I was 17, so I was like, no.
You're like, I'm good.
And at this point, like, this guy, he lives on his own, you know what I mean? So that makes it different when like there's no parents there or anything. It made it completely different. What about you?
For me, my craziest dating experience when I was in college was the time that I was dating this guy. I was like in love with him, right? Do anything for him. So I was living on my own, and he would come over a lot and we'd hang out. And during this time, I was gonna take a trip to New York to go hang out with my friend at the time. And so he was like, oh, you're going to New York? I can watch your apartment for you. And I was like, okay. Me thinking that was a good idea. Right. I could trust him. No, I came back. There was hair on my bathroom floor from somebody else, and it wasn't my hair. There was trash. The place was kind of trashed, actually. It was just messy. It was like, what were you doing in here? Come to find out, he had a little party at my apartment while I was gone, and then tried to deny it or act like he didn't know what I was talking about. That was one of my craziest, most frustrating experiences dating while I was in college. Note to self: never give them the key. Dating in college is not a good idea ever. Just kidding. No. It's not that it's not a good idea. It's just that when you're in school, you need to be focused on that. You're spending a lot of money, a lot of time on this, and dating can take away from you being in that focus. Some people can manage it really well. They can have relationships and do really well in school too. But what I am saying is that school can become harder if you're having a bad relationship or a hard relationship. It just complicates things. So I think, in my personal opinion, it's just a good idea to go out and have fun sometimes, but focus on what you're there for and what your goals are. You know what I mean?
And pretty much I second that. I think that when you're young, you think like a small, short period or experience in your life is like a forever thing, and I'm not saying that it's not, but college doesn't last forever. So I think once you step out and you're actually like kind of living as an adult out of college, you quickly, or out of a situation, you quickly begin to realize that that wasn't worth it. So obviously experience is the best teacher, but some things like you can learn by being wise from learning other people's stories. So I think it's just really smart to take into consideration the reason why you're there in college. I think the best way to deal with a bad relationship in college is to just let it go, because now you're no longer focused on the priority of school. You've made him or her your priority, which screws everything up. You've lost your focus. You're no longer there for school. It's kind of like you're trying to hang on to school with a thread, because I know for a fact that this bad relationship has taken up all of your time. So I think it's best to just let it go. It's the hardest thing, but underneath the same breath, in a year, you'll be looking back like, wow, I would have still been in the same exact position that I was last year, this year, had I not let it go. What do you think?
I'd say that, you can't control everything like in the world. So when you have a relationship with someone, there's a high possibility, or just a possibility in general, that it can go bad. So instead of you trying to control that situation or, get really angry, upset, you just have to control your feelings and say, hey, you know what? I notice that this is going bad. I need to let it go. I need to move on, cut it off, so that your emotions and your grounding doesn't get thrown off. Because it's really important that you are level-headed when you're in school, that you're focused on what you're doing. And relationships can sometimes throw you off, and a bad relationship will get you all the way to the left. So it's just more so controlling your reactions from what I think is just controlling your reactions to how other people may make you feel, because what really matters is you, your goals, and what's important to you.
Definitely just control the way that you react. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our 4-part series.
Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications for other future series we may have in the future.
And don't forget to leave us a comment below about your wildest love life experience.
Because we know you have some.
We know you do, girl.
See you later.
Bye.